Hello. Welcome to What Izzy Up To. I'm really excited about having this new vlog channel. I'll be putting out videos pretty regularly on here. Now, some of you may have noticed I haven't put a project video up in 2 weeks. Today it's 2 weeks. I was sick last week. Crazy stuff going on. And I have been working on plans for the oscillating spindle sander. They're not quite done yet. They're close. But got sick, so I had the flu last week. And then at the end of the week, we had 3 people die. It was crazy, all within 24 hours of each other. Steve Fish, you guys may remember him from the Big Shop, a good buddy of mine. His mom passed away of a heart attack. My wife's uncle died, and my children's great-grandfather died. So, I'm not going to lie, that kind of knocked the wind out of my sails. It's been a rough week. Steve and I spent Monday, Tuesday building an urn for his mom, and that turned out really nice. If Steve wants to share that, I'll leave that up to Steve. But it was just a sobering week, but anyway, I'm back out in the shop now. Nothing gets me geared up to really start making stuff and building things like tearing stuff apart. So I had this old radial arm saw, Craftsman radial arm saw that worked well. I mean, the motor is in really good shape. It's a 1967's model, 1.5 horse, and I thought about keeping it and using it as its intended purpose, but these actually had a recall on them because they were unsafe. That recall's over now, and I just decided that I'm going to tear it apart. I'll use the motor for something else, and I'm actually thinking about mounting a router in this. This would be, if I built this into a bench, put it up against the wall, I could mount a router right into here, and possibly even mount another one underneath it. So I would have I could use it as a router table. And then an overhand router table, which would be nice for like flattening small slabs. I can do probably about 3 foot on this, and then with a moving back and forth, I can do a 3 foot by 24 inch slab just the way it sits with a table on it. And then just by moving it back and forth, I could do some pretty large slabs. Now it's really nice. I'd just be pulling that router back and forth, and then the height adjustment here on the front, I could really do some fine increments moving it down. So, and then this opens up to a whole realm of possibilities. You could do a slot mortiser, an overarm pin system, all kinds of crazy things. So, and that's really what I like about taking stuff apart like this. It just gives me anyway, all kinds of ideas about things I could possibly or potentially do. So, back at it, out in the shop messing around. Hope to have a video up today. It should be on my main channel. It should be a fun one. Nothing too serious, just going to do another hack video, and that should be fun. But I've got a lot going on here. We've got Giants of YouTube coming up here real quick. Giants Beyond YouTube, that's the talk I'm going to do with Derek Weidman on my main channel. I posted that video of Derek's work, the off-access wood turning, phenomenal turning artist, sculptor. So we'll be doing that, and I'm excited to see how that goes. And I'd definitely be looking for some feedback from any of you that happen to catch that show. This will be my first time hosting anything like this, so I will do the best I can, and I will definitely appreciate any feedback, positive reinforcement, any tips or things I could do better. We're going to keep the format a little shorter than most of what's going on out there as far as talks. Probably 35 to 45 minutes, on the high end. With Derek, I'm going to interview him for the first 15-20 minutes, then I'm going to open the floor for questions to give everybody an opportunity with that. And really, I think, by doing this, I want to bring some of these world-class artists in front of everybody, and then do, an interview, and then, in a sense, kind of demystify it. Because what Eric is out teaching what he does, and, it's nice for everybody just to see that Derek is just like us. He's just an average Joe. So it'll be nice to do that. I hope that pans out like I plan, or like I hope it does. So we'll see. Behind the scenes here, we got all kinds of crazy stuff. I've been waiting for a couple of months now for a big announcement that I've been excited about, and it's finally happened. So I can tell you now, and I'm of course announcing it here on the vlog channel first. I've been working with James and Paul Bushy from Clearview Cyclones to actually start producing a line of Izzy tools and kits. And when I'm James and Paul are they completely understand, they completely get me, completely get what I'm trying to do with my channel and with this. It's just make it easier and more accessible for people out there who are interested in woodworking. And I wanted to, there's some gaps in the market that I kind of wanted to see if I could do something for people out there to make it more affordable, really to get out there and do some woodworking projects. So we've launched the first tool, which is the Izzy Pro Bar. If you've seen the Pallet Pals and the Pallet Pal Pro, the Izzy Pro Bar is basically just a Pallet Pal Pro. But because we're doing the Izzy EIZZY logo, we're launching everything as Izzy Tools and Kits. So, and I can't tell you how excited I am about that. So the Izzy Toolbar is now available through my website. That's thinkwoodworks.net. And then also through Clearview. If you go to clearviewcyclone.com, it's also available there. And the guys have done a great job of getting it manufactured, and we hope to put that on Amazon and do lots of good things with it. And of course, there's more stuff coming that I hope will make it better for everybody to doing kits and for other tools that will kind of fill a little gap that I see out there in the woodworking industry, and just make it better for everybody. And that's my hope. So this isn't about making a ton of money. This is more about filling a void in the industry. And James and Paul completely understand it. They're really hardworking guys, produced right here in South Carolina, so everything will be made in the USA, which I'm really proud of. So I'm super excited about that, and that's the big news I've been biting my tongue on for the last, 3 months. So, but we got more stuff coming. The Izzy Pro Bar is the first tool we're launching. We've got a few more things coming down the pipe that we're working on right now, and I'll announce those as they come out. And obviously they will be available on my website and through Clearview as well. So James and Paul, thank you so much for making this happen. I can't tell you how much you're appreciated and how excited I am about this. So another thing I want to talk about is plans. Of course, I will be putting more plans on my website. Really focusing on putting out these super high quality, easy to understand, easy to follow plans. I try to keep the equipment that I'm doing as simple as possible, making it more accessible again to people out there who are interested in building it. And now I've really spent a lot of time and effort trying to put these together so they're understandable, so they're easy to follow. And I reached out to Jay Bates. Jay does some really nice plans. He really knows his stuff with the computer side of things. And I really love Jay Bates' plans, the way he lays them out and everything. So I reached out to Jay and I said, hey bud, can I asked for his help. And woodworking is such a wonderful community. Jay just was totally helpful. He helped me understand the programs that I needed to learn to put the plans together the way I wanted to. He helped me learn some of these programs. So he was right there. He kind of, in a sense, held my hand through a lot of this process. So Jay, thank you, sir. Very, very much appreciated. If you're not familiar with Jay Bates' channel, I'll put a link down below. Definitely go check him out. He does a lot of really cool, what I would call unintimidating projects. And I say that with a sincere compliment to Jay. He's not out there using these super high-end exotics. He's making a lot of very accessible projects with timber that can be purchased at the local hardware or big box stores, and they're great projects. So definitely check Jay's channel out. Link down below if you're not already. I know he's pretty popular out there in the woodworking world. And Jay's got a lot of fun stuff going on too. He's teamed up with Steve Ramsey to do some fun stuff, and he's got some other things in his hat that he's doing. So super cool guy. Thank you very much, Jay, for that. So it's just lots of fun stuff happening here behind the scenes at Think Woodworks and in other places as well. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited to share that with you. That about wraps it up for today. I gotta get my mess cleaned up and get working on some videos. We'll be back to the drill power tools next week. I should have the oscillating spindle sander plans done within a few days. And the other thing I failed to mention that I wanted to mention about that is I'll do a build video. So if you buy the plans, any plans that I'm going to sell from this point on, if you purchase plans, there will be a build video that goes with them where I'll walk people through the finer nuances of putting these systems together to get optimum performance out of it. And on any of the more complicated systems, I'll do some how-tos with that as well, how to use it, how to set it up, how to make it work for you safely and all that good jazz. So I'm excited about seeing where this is going, and I really want to I can't tell you how much I appreciate everybody out there and the feedback and the interest that everybody has shown. I'm really excited about where this is going, where this community is going, and I'm looking forward to the future and seeing what it holds. So, happy holidays to everyone. I hope everyone's having a great end of the year, and I'm looking forward to a wonderful new year. And take care, be safe, have fun, and we'll talk to you soon.